Well, good greetings and beautiful and abundant benevolent blessings to you, very special and wonderful soul. Thank you for being part of my community, guys. Really do appreciate it very, very much. So much. We are cruising onwards and upwards to the 200 level mark on my channel, 200 subscribers level mark. So really appreciate that, guys. You guys are the very reasons that I make and do these videos. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Guys, this video today, we are going to be speaking about a number of reasons, 10 different reasons why Bitcoin is about to go bullish on our asses. And but I do want to point something very particular out. I do feel as though we will have a little bit of a pullback, that it's necessary that we have a little bit of a pullback in the interim, and I'm talking in the short-term time frame. From there on, I'm going to show you exactly why, only looking at the Bitcoin charts, why we are about to go extraordinarily bullish. So with that being said, I don't know if you guys came over and watched my video yet, top 5 altcoins under $1 that will make you a millionaire. Please go and watch that video. It is flipping awesome. And it's just speaking about top 5. I mean, there's plenty, guys. There's hundreds of altcoins under $1 that can make you a millionaire, but I'm just speaking about those 5. I'm going to speak about continuously a couple. I do believe that there are certain people out there that believe that you should have no more than 10 cryptocurrencies. And just depending on where you are, I may not have as much experience as those people in the industry, but if you feel as though you're capable and you're constantly taking notes, keeping Excel spreadsheets about what it is that you're doing, where you're trading, and building a strategy on entry and take profit points and hodling points on certain cryptos, where to take profit on certain cryptos if they do pump a little bit, hold your profits in USDT or a stable coin, and then put them back in or buy back in at a lower point. That's dollar cost averaging, taking profits on dollar cost averaging. So I've spoken to you guys a number of times about that on this channel. So yeah, let's go and have a look right now as to where we're at on the beautiful cryptocurrency market cap. We're currently at 1.36 trillion, and we're up 0.8% for the day, 66.2 billion in trade volume. BTC is dominating like absolute crazy. We've got 12,511 coins today. Bitcoin is still sitting pretty even at 21,223. Ethereum at 1578. BNB at $300. XRP at 38 cents. Cardano at 34 cents. Dogecoin at 8.62 cents. Matic at 99 cents. Solana at 22.42. Shiba Inu has been pumping 32% in the past week, up to 1,200 basically little satoshis. Polkadot at 5.93. Litecoin at 86.64. Avalanche at $17. Cosmos at 12.20, and of course Chainlink at 6.76. Now let's close that up and let's go and have a quick squiz at the fear and greed index and where we are on the fear and greed index, because in the past 2-3 days we have actually been in a neutral position. Yesterday we were at 51, today we're at 52. So in a neutral position is this very small yellow area. Now, if we start going into the greed area and the Bitcoin price and other altcoins do continue to pump up a little bit, I'm going to say to you that that's probably going to be a good sign for you to take profits, especially for what it is that I'm about to go and show you on this video and why. Okay, so without any further delays, we need to quickly have a look at the crypto bubbles. I mean, geez, like Meta lost 16% in one day. That's a crazy drop. So that's interesting to see that. But I've got now the top 400 coins on here, and we could even drop this down to say the top 300 coins. And I've just done this because I wanted to just show you where some of these things are at. And actually look at Gala. Oh no, that's not Gala. You know, there's so many coins in here that are pumping, but the ones that are on the red that you like Lux as an example, SLP, these are the ones that you should be looking at to buy when they're in the red. So come on over and just have a look at these and see what's going on. Now, the video that I'm going to show you today is all about Bitcoin. Bitcoin inches closer to a 10-year record as other stats turn bullish. Now, I'm not going to go too much into this, but very quickly, Bitcoin price has increased 14 days in a row, which tells us that there's huge stuff that is coming in the market, and that we very are likely going to expect a pullback. And I'm going to speak about that now. As I say, Ethereum hits 500,000 validators. The US top country for crypto payments acceptance. So USA is way above the rest, and then the UK is next. Canada is following, Germany, etc., etc., etc. So come on over and look at all of this that's just pumping here in the crypto space. Wrap Bitcoin and Ethereum on Ethereum falls 35% from 22's peak. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Right now, let's go and have a look at the charts, because that's what you're busy waiting for on this video. Guys, I hope the video quality is very good. I do believe that the quality of our internet locally isn't the greatest, but I will be upgrading that soon. So hopefully these videos, especially this video down here, doesn't have any lag at that point. So first reason about Bitcoin. Okay, the current, and we're starting at all the highest time frames on these charts. So the monthly candle has currently engulfed the past 2 monthly candles, which includes the FTX drop in November, and we are now pushing up. We are seeing the stochastic RSI is now pulling up, and we're very much underneath the bottom of this this line here, which shows us that we will pull up quite substantially going forward from this point. Now, the same on the RSI. The RSI hasn't reached the exact low. However, I have amended this on other charts, and I'm going to show you some stuff using the stochastic. Now, we are also under the ribbon, excuse me. We're under the ribbon. We've pumped past the 618 right on my lowest Fibonacci, and I'd like to pull out the bigger Fibonacci here so that you guys can actually have a quick squiz at where we're at on that and what it is that we're looking to find here. So let's get the bottom out here. Yeah, so that's close to the bottom. There's the bottom. Okay, and now let's go and have a quick squiz here and see what's happening on the higher Fibonacci time frame. Oh, it didn't do it for me, excuse me. So wrong line, wrong Fibonacci. I was doing the profit take, guys, excuse me. Okay, so let's get the Fibonacci from there down to the bottom. Okay, now let's go and have a look here where the 618 is on this Fibonacci on the highest time frame and the monthly time frame. So the 618 is all the way up here at this point, which is 52,000. Okay, now, well, 49,000 is what it says. Okay, so 49,000 on the Fibonacci. Very, very interesting to see that. I personally think that we will come up to about the $45,000 to $50,000 level, which is about the 0.5 to 618 on the Fibonacci. Now, that's a few reasons there. We're also extremely oversold on the stochastic. We're extremely oversold on the RSI. So that's already a couple reasons. I've probably got more than 10 reasons on here for you. Now, you can see, as I've explained, this upward trend line here from 2017's high, and that would take us up to this point here. Now, the most resistance point that we're going to experience, which would be the W pattern that we're experiencing here currently, okay, the neckline is the green line here at 25, just call it 25,000, which coincides with the ribbon, the top of the ribbon. Now, this is on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, it looks like we could be needing to do a bit more push up, which is we'll probably hit resistance at this point, pull back a little bit, and then probably try and break through. My target is 40,000 up here, where we meet this upward channel and the most of this resistance, because you can see the resistance started there, the breakout happened there, we broke back down, sat under the line, broke back up above, found some support here, we then broke down, faked out again, push, try to break this trend line, couldn't break it, fell and collapsed all the way down to the descending wedge here. And then we formed a larger descending wedge. We broke through the ribbon's twisted. And now this looks like we are ready to pull back up above the ribbon. Now I want to show you here quickly. we haven't spent too much time below the ribbon, okay? And once we get back up above the ribbon and the ribbon twists, then we start to make a very heavy bullish run. The same thing here. Boom. Find support on the ribbon and then start to make this ribbon bounce. Now, guys, I'm going to show you something crazy because actually this was like a small, teeny, tiny little blip in the Bitcoin price jump. And you're going to ask me why. Well, I'm going to show you in a few moments, okay? I just want to get through this content. So my green line, yet again, is the resistance line at 25,000. That coincides with the 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. Now you can see here, my red line is the 20 moving average, EMA, and basically we've broken above that. So we are due to come and hit the 25K level. And then what I would say is from that point, we probably get a heavy rejection, which will bring us back down to this kind of level again, the 18, I would say 18 to 17 to 18,000 level. Now we've broken out of the wedge. We need to retest support on the wedge. We've broken this wedge and we've broken this wedge. Okay. Now, obviously we know that the top of the top of the wedge is the price target for the bigger one, but we have the small wedge right now, which happens to coincide with the 100 moving average at the $30,000 level, which coincides with all of these resistance points. Now, could we break up and punch through that? Yes, but I do believe we got heavy resistance because we got the 50 EMA crossing the 200 EMA at the moment. So of course, because it's a lagging indicator, that shows us that we are not 100%. Now guys, this indicator is a very strong indicator. This is the Gaussian channel. Now I've brought this all the way back down to 2011. Look at this pump that we had here. It smashed through the Gaussian level. But we pumped above it and we found so much support. So wherever I have these vertical lines, coincides with the bottom of the market on the charts, on the candles, as well as the bottom of the market on the RSI. From that point, we actually started to make a bullish run all the way back up. Now, this is the only one that isn't within the red space here on the Gaussian channel. Now, let's go and I have to bring this chart down because obviously it's quite big. And you can just see where we're at the moment. Look what happened here. This was the 2013 high, okay? Look what happened. Once we broke back and we overextended, we broke down and we burst through the Gaussian. But look at this point. This was the bottom of the market, and this dictated to us right here and coincided with this RSI that we were due for a bullish momentum run. So yes, we consolidated up until this point. At this point, which coincides with the bottom of the RSI here and this point, we started to make a bullish run again, which means that the red was showing us when we had finished the bearish momentum. Look what happened. We pushed, we pushed, we pushed, we pushed, we pushed. Now, this brings us up to the 2017 high, where we pretty much did the same thing. Okay, look what happened here. Bottom coincides with the bottom on the RSI. We consolidated at this price point, and then once we had a confirmation, we pushed up above the Gaussian channel. We hit a point where there was resistance. We pulled back at least 55 to 70% on the channel, and then from that point you can see yet again another bottom, another bottom. This was the COVID bottom, and we pumped and pushed beyond this. Now, where are we in today's price? Okay, on the Gaussian channel. Well, look at this, guys. We've hit one bottom, okay, which was the lunar collapse right here. Then the ridiculous FTX collapse right here. And the stochastic RSI, along with the price point, the candlesticks, are making a bullish divergence. So bullish and bearish here. So this is a bullish divergence. Just looking at the charts right now, we're coming closer and closer to the Gaussian channel becoming slimmer and slimmer, which tells us that we're in consolidation periods. So this point at the bottom of the lunar collapse was very likely the bottom of the market. So we probably reached the bottom of the market a little while ago. Although the price has still fallen at these points, it doesn't matter. This indicated to us that this was the bottom. Now we were to expect consolidation. Now consolidation can take up to a year. And from a year, we'd probably look at July, which was this point here, that the price point happened, June, excuse me. So we're probably to expect another 6 months of consolidation at this point from this FTX collapse, I would say. So we would consolidate a little bit more. Maybe the price rises up a little bit, is resisted at this 25,000 level like we've been all saying, and then 30,000 level that we've been saying, and then pull back quite dramatically so to the breakout level, which is actually the 25 level. We need to break out of the 25, hit the 30K level, bounce back onto the 25 level, and then find some support on there, consolidate, and pull back up. Now that's where we are today, and that for me is one of the most bullish indicators that I have. Now, however, another bullish indicator here is I have here the MACD strategy. Now look at the MACD. Once it confirmed the breakout point, okay, it was extremely bullish, and that's when we had our pump. Now we had a massive bullish pump here, and then we dropped all the way down here. And for us, this is confirmation that we bottomed out on the market. Okay, you can see that there. The point here in August was the confirmation that we were coming out of the market and turning bullish. And then the FTX collapse confirmed that we were going bullish. However, we have a very bearish sentiment here, and that's because we're still under the 200. And this is the longest time we've been under the 200, okay? Which means that we're waiting for the Bitcoin price to get back up above the 200, okay? Which currently is busy retesting the 2017 high that you can see. It's just slightly above it, okay? So there is a bit of resistance. So get back up above this point and then push back up. Now, guys, I don't want to make this video too long, but look at this. We're pulling up. Now, we haven't been this far ever on the MACD, okay, with such low volume on the weekly time frame. The highest volume that we've ever had was 2017. So this, for me, is an indicator that the volume since 2017 to now actually hasn't been that crazy. And we had this insane pump here. Okay, you can see on the MACD. So now there's two things here. The MACD is extremely oversold. It's been the lowest it's ever been. And this is where the MACD has to pull back to have the most velocity and momentum in price value that it could have. Now, if I had to draw a line here and here, we've pretty much broken the trend line on the MACD, okay? And we're now looking as though we want to pull up, okay? Look at that. The price point is breaking out of the MACD, okay? The volume is starting to pick up in the green. The volume I can see is slightly starting to pick up here. So we do have very interesting bullish signals. So yes, maybe in the shortest time frame, the next couple of weeks, we might pull back a little bit, but that's okay. Now, one of the other things that is insane, guys, this is the Bitcoin log growth curve. Now, we've never ever, other than the COVID pull down, been under this point, especially not so far down away from the bottom of the logarithmic growth curves. So for me, guys, this is one of the most bullish indicators that we should and definitely need to see the Bitcoin price coming back up to at least the bottom of the indicator, and then start to consolidate a little bit, push sideways, and then break through the bottom of the logarithmic indicator, which would then probably be the point where we break through the all-time highs, finding a little bit of resistance there. And look where we haven't even, since 2017, we haven't even reached the top of the logarithmic curve, which would literally bring us back all the way down. So we've only reached the halfway point, which is the 618 level, which is my purple line here on the Fibonacci. Now, isn't that interesting? We hit the Fibonacci level twice. We faked out of the Fibonacci level twice. Now, this is showing us that we have an insane rally ahead of us in the next bull run. And the next price, for me, yes, it could come here, etc. We could meet the resistance level. But once we break this, guys, the logarithmic curve could probably push us easily up to the 350 to 400,000 Bitcoin price in the next bull run. So now I want to show you something here. This logarithmic curve isn't even the beginning of this price yet. This logarithmic curve, look at this, guys. We've had maybe the most amount of volume on the logarithmic curve over here at the moment. this is showing us we haven't even done what we need to. We're going to very likely bump up to the 400K mark, come back down to the 250, 200K, easy, maybe even 100,000 again, guys. Push back up. I believe that by the time, and look at this designation, by mid 29 to 2030, Bitcoin price will hit a $3 million price. And I'm pretty confident looking at these charts is showing us these indicators. Guys, I know this video was a little bit longer than other videos that I normally do because I'm trying to keep my videos under 10 minutes. But this was extreme information to show you the bullish case for Bitcoin. So thank you very much for watching. Carl from the moon, I do agree with you. I know that we agree as well on the lower time frames that the Bitcoin price will pull back somewhat a little bit, but we're definitely extremely bullish, and so should we be looking at all of these charts that I have now spoken about. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up for me on the video. Please share it across your social media channels with your friends, your family that need to know about this. Guys, if you're buying Bitcoin today at 16,000, okay, and it hits a $3 million price in 7 years time, okay, that would give you a 2,000x gain on your capital when you buy today, and that's Bitcoin. Okay, that's insane. Now, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, I really appreciate you guys. Love you lots, and we'll see you on the next one. Yes, I really love you, my beautiful community. Thank you for doing